So I'm in Austin, Texas, training with a new company, away from home for 2.5 months. And when I first get there, I'm like, I just want to go see the town. I'm already missing home, my friends, my dogs, life. But I'm here, let's make the best of it. So, the greatest idea I can come up with is go to a dog park by myself without a dog. Well, I got to this beautiful dog park. It's got this long stretch of land running down the middle after you exit the parking lot into the main part of the park. And lake on the right, lake on the left, lake all around, dogs jumping, splashing, fetching, splashing, humans laughing, giggling. I'm the only guy there without a dog by myself. Nobody else accompanying with me, so it gets awkward really quick, so I decide to leave. As I make the long walk of shame back down the path, dogless, heartbroken, missing home, and just not clicking with this new city, I see this same girl that I passed on the way in, and I only remember her because she looks like Pocahontas. I mean, in every imaginable, beautiful, long hair, just way standing tall, Pocahontas shining in the sunlight, Pocahontas with her black and white dog. She passes me on the way out, screaming. She's wildly screaming, indecipherable things, and I'm trying to make it out, and the only thing I could imagine in this particular moment of time is, quick math, she's lost her dog, because I don't see the little black and white sucker running around her. So I'm like, okay, I've got superhero mode. I've got to help Pocahontas find her dog. This is my hero for the day moment. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna find this dog. And I walk up to her and I'm like, did you lose your dog? And she's like, yes. It's black. I said, black and white terrier about this tall. And she's like, making it awkward again. Somehow I knew. I'm like, I saw you on the way in. She's like, I don't care. She doesn't care. She just wants to find her child. And so I'm like, I'll help you. I'm looking in places. Dogs have no rhyme or reason to be. I'm up in trees. I'm underneath cars. I guess dogs would be under cars. I'm in garbage cans. I almost jumped in the lake a few times because I'm going to find Pocahontas' dog. Running this way, running that way. I turn around only to find her collapse in the parking lot onto her knees like she was being riddled with bullets on a battlefield, just crying to the sky, giving up, and just like her child is gone forever. Forever. No more doggy. She has surrendered. It's done. Breaking my heart. I'm like, filled with more just reason, rage, and fire to help bring these two back together. And then the scene starts to slow down, mysteriously. And you can almost hear music in the background. The sun starts to shine brighter, and this silhouette of what appears to be a man in the distance comes over this small hill towards me. She's crying. I can hear her back here, but the music playing, slow motion, and, good looking guy or something. I'm like, is this really happening? Because it really felt slow, right? And all of a sudden, it looks like a scene from The Notebook. Like, it's just so romantic. And I look back at her and I point to him and I'm like, lady, Pocahontas, this is your dog, right? And it becomes more and more clear. I mean, he looked like the guy from The Notebook. I mean, like, really, really, holy shit. This isn't a scene from The Notebook. This is the guy from The Notebook. And as we get closer and closer, and I tilt my head more and more to the right, it's Ryan fucking Gosling. This is not a joke. This is not an exaggeration. It's Ryan Gosling. And as she begins to realize that this man is coming toward her, he's coming this way. She's back here. I'm intersecting with Ryan. And I'm looking at him getting closer and closer, and he gives me that bro code moment where he looks at me and he's like, hey, dude, she has no idea who I am. And I'm like, mother trucker. Like, is this really about to happen? Thunder stealing Ryan Gosling in Austin, Texas, has saved Pocahontas' dog. She gets up from her knees, starts clearing her eyes. She's, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I look at him again. He looks at me like, don't do it, dude. I know what you want to do, but don't do it. And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. You have no idea how thankful I am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You don't know how special this is to me. And I gotta say something, so I get a little snarky, and I'm like, I really don't think you understand how special this really is. And he looks at me like, dude. And I'm like, dude, like, you stole my thunder. Give me something. And she's like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I get nothing. Not even a, hey, preach. Not a thing. He turns around, disappears into the sunset. She goes back to her car. And I'm sitting there like, of course it's great news that she got the dog. The baby didn't die. All that great stuff. But my moment's gone. And there goes Ryan. Ryan didn't even say, thanks to me for not blowing my cover. He just disappears as movie stars, I guess, disappear. And so I decide to leave. Finally, I'm at nothing else can stop me until I get to my car, and then I say, yeah, I'm not done. And this is where I'd warn everybody to be done. Just be done, get in the car, count your losses, leave. No, not me. I had to go get a picture, make friends with Ryan Gosling, accidentally bump into him and have a little convo like, that was pretty cool, huh? Hey, good job, buddy. Way to save the dog. Like, yeah, bro, thanks for not giving up my cover, man. Like, yeah, me and Ryan, we're friends now, right? No, because I follow where he goes, and where he went was to the land of nowhere. There was nothing on the other side of the hill. There was a dead end. There was a bridge kind of thing that used to be here that was decrepit and cut off, and there's nothing there. There's no people. There's no continuance of the park. There's nothing. Defeated again, I decide it's time to leave again. So, just as I'm about to leave, I see life, movement, through the foliage, down a few levels, a few steps. There's two girls. And I'm like, two girls. Gosling's got to be close by. He's a stud. He's a stallion. There he is. And now was it him? Yes, it's got to be him, dude. It's totally him. And I'm up high enough where I'm not like, in stalker, mode or whatever like that. Or am I? I decided to like pull out the iPhone, which I had at the time. I haven't had one probably since. But I'm like Ryan Gosling and dog or whatever. And just to like confirm my suspicions, make sure I wasn't like caught up in the moment and created this thing. It's totally him, totally his dog, because he has a very specific like shaggy, bristled, cool looking, like a dog a celebrity would have type of dog. And I'm like, all right, it's them, cool, confirmed. I'll have a story to tell everyone at the office. So, I make that turn to leave because I'm not going to be that guy. But as I decide not to be that guy, turning around and facing me is not Ryan Gosling. No, it's one of the girls he's with. And she gives me the, and of course I'm sure she turned around and goes, hey Ryan, we got a, stage 5 stalker, here he is. Like, does he look familiar to you? Do we need to be concerned? Whatever their conversation is, I'm like, shit, damn, this doesn't end. Thunder, lightning striking, nowhere around me. It's all taken by him. So what do I do? Should I run? Should I leave? Should I be like, whoa, no, it's not what you think. So I decide to fake taking pictures. I'm taking pictures of a dead end and nothing, and like reading the sign. There was a sign there about maybe the park or some shit like that. And I'm like, all right, ready, now go. And as I try to go again, the other girl turns around and she's like, he's still there. Like, I had my chance to go and I didn't go. And I'm still there. And now she turns, I'm stretching. Stretching is a thing to do. Not just like call it a day, just, eat my losses and go. No, John decides to stretch. So I'm putting my leg up on things, and I'm doing weird stretches. I don't even know what they are. And because that's what you do at dead ends, you stretch. Man, it's getting more and more uncomfortable. He never turns around, fortunately. So to this day, he probably won't recognize me, so I have a chance to get my thunder back, and we'll get to that. But I leave. Get in the car, go home. Next day at work, I got story to tell, man. I got story to tell, right? And of course, no one believes me, and that's not true. A few people believe me, but the percentages were really askewed in the not so favorable direction. So there he is, Ryan Gosling, my Newman, as it were, like, Gosling, right? Stealing the thunder again, he's not even there. Fortunately, some people do some research and find out that Ryan is actually in town filming a movie with an Austin setting, music scene, whatever. So, I got a little bit of the power back, but not enough to really make a difference, a dent. Whatever. So the next day, I think it was like, training's wrapping up or something like that. And we had this like big sales meeting at some restaurant. And to make a long story short, and I've done my best here possible, 5 minutes was not happening for this story, but maybe it will one day when I learn how to do it. Anyway, we're all drinking, eating, being merry, celebrating it was the beginning of training. It wasn't the end of training. That's right. So we had just started. And we're playing apples to apples at this, in this restaurant. It's great. I enjoy the game. I can read a crowd really well. And I'm about to win. About to win. I've got that best apples to apples card. It doesn't even matter what the question is or whose turn it is. It's the winner. And it just so happened that who it was and the question that it was just made the card just more of a sealed victory. I'm just kind of relaxed in my seat, and people are looking like, oh, he's got it. They know that apples to apples moment. And, everyone turns their cards in, and she's reading the cards, and then mine comes up. The whole room starts laughing, and it's like the next to last card or whatever. None of the other cards really got a laugh. And everyone's like, oh, God, like, oh, shit. And, like, it doesn't matter if they know who it is, if they don't know at this point. It's just one of those victories done. Cabbage Patch time. Thank you very much. The Apples to Apples champion with my new friends, my new job. Getting that power back. Or am I? As she turns to the last card and she goes, oh, I found the winner. Don't even have to discuss, think about it. Boom! She throws down on the table Ryan Gosling on a white horse. That's the card. For those of you that have played that have maybe seen this card, it exists. Not lying. Not for the sake of this story. There he was on again, stealing thunder from his white horse. And it just so happens the person that played the card was neck and neck with me to victory and ends up winning. Game's over. Ryan, one day, we'll be at a call back together. Oh, I've foreseen this. And one day, you're going to want this part so bad because it's going to make your career something that, it hasn't been up until that point. But that's when I'm taking the thunder back because I'm going to show up that day on that callback and you're going to think that it's a sure apples to apples deal because it's just you against this new guy, John with a J. But I'm going to tell you this story. Probably not. I'm not going to tell you the story or check my iPhone or stretch. I'm just going to take the part and that's going to be my victory. I might be 67. You might be still in your 40s. I don't know the math, how young you are. But I'm going to get that part. And that will be my day of redemption. Gosling. Thunder Stealer!